Welcome to Caliber Aerospine and Tackle. I'm Kevin. I'll be your host on this, and this is our first episode, so you're going to have to give us a little bit of a leeway. This and everything here brought to you by Second Amendment Outdoors. Here we go. First one in the books, and it's Mark Austin, owner of Second Amendment Outdoors. So we're going to sit down and talk with him, find out how this all started, how it's going, and where it's going from here. So let's get on inside and check it out.
Hey y'all! Welcome to Caliber's Aerospine and Tackle, better known as CAST, brought to you by Second Amendment Outdoors in Corinth, Mississippi. In this podcast, we sit down with influential voices from the outdoor industry to bring you authentic conversations that connect sportsmen of all seasons. From bow hunting for whitetail to crappie fishing on the lake, spring turkey hunting to chasing rabbit and squirrel, we cover it all. Our focus is on real people sharing real stories about conservation. We can't wait to join you on this journey and dive into the world of the outdoors together.
Hey, it's Kevin from Second Amendment. So, we're starting out our first episode on our podcast. Who better to have than the owner of Second Amendment Outdoors, Mark Austin?
Thank you for having me today, Kevin. Appreciate being here.
Well, Mark, since we're here trying to figure out how did this come about?
Well, I've been in retail for 20 years and sat out for about 10 years and got to thinking, well, we need something more to do. And noticing this town needed a new line of some sporting goods stuff. And we just wanted to kind of start moving some crickets and minnows, start out,
Mm-hmm.
And when we opened up our first building, 10,000 square foot, after the first year, we knew we needed a little bit more room. So we added another 10,000. So we're at 20 to 25,000 right now. Fixing to add another 10,000 on and have a little more floor space in here. So the customers, they've been very good to us, been very appreciative. Folks come, 100 miles away to get some of our products. We have a huge inventory selection here for people to have different choices on, but I just knew we needed, a new kind of a sporting goods store here in town.
I've noticed that as the seasons change, all of our stock rotates to accommodate the seasons. I've noticed that our apparel, our hats, they're flying out the doors. You can't go anywhere in Corinth without running into a Second Amendment hat, a Second Amendment shirt, sweatshirts, stickers on cars. So I see that the community has been very open to Second Amendment being here.
Yeah, we've been overwhelmed by the support from, like I said, within 100 miles of here. And we do a lot of online presence as well, folks calling us and ordering stuff from us. But it's just it's been very good for us, very good for the town. And it's better for them to come here than to go way off somewhere to get their stuff. They can lay hands on it and see how it feels. Like you said, it's always something new coming in the back door. Trying to change up different patterns, different materials, different items. Yeah. Trying to stay on the cutting edge of the products because all these companies are coming out with new products every day, whether it may be in the archery or the ammo or the firearm or the fishing rods. They're all looking for the latest and greatest item to put out on the market.
Well, I've been noticing some of the things that we offer to the people. I mean, you have all the firearms. We have the full pro shop for the archery. Yeah. We have a gunsmith here on site that does the work for us. Full fishing tackle. Also, you have the apparel section, which we're Mossy Oak.
Oh yeah,
Sitka, First Light. I mean, we're carrying the major brands that they need.
Right.
I've noticed that a lot of the things and the people that are in place in the positions here in the store are actually very knowledgeable in the position they're in. Is that something you sought from the people, or have they kind of trained as they've been put in these positions?
You know, the sales reps come by very often. They're real knowledgeable of their products. They're the ones that make it, build it, sell it to us. So they're teaching us as well as we take the product and try it out for ourselves. And I may get online, or I may go somewhere out of town and buy a product and try it myself. And it may be a year or two before we sell it, because we want to make sure that it's going to hold up.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want any bad merchandise that may be default, but you'll have occasions something may need to be tweaked a little bit, but that's kind of how we do things. Sometimes I'll buy it myself, and then a year or two later we'll get it straight from them.
Do you find it more effective that way? Or, I mean, trade shows, I know we go to the trade shows. You go to SHOT Show, I do ATA. And then we have the vendors coming in here at the store. Right. What do you think is which one helps the more towards the business side? What would say be the vendors coming in, or going to the store or going to the show and having an abundance of stuff?
You know, going to the shows is good because you can see every line that you carry, most every line. There's some that may not be there, but with the vendor coming in, that's going to be the very, I guess, meat and potatoes, because they're with the customer.
Okay.
And they can also teach the customer, because there's always a vendor in here that a customer is going to be wanting to know about that product.
Okay.
So it's good knowledge for the customer here straight from that company as well, you know.
Right.
That seems to work out the best as the sales rep in here. And we'll do different weekends where we'll have a kind of say like a Christensen Arms weekend, Bond Arms weekend. We do different weekends throughout the year where the sales rep comes in and teaches the customer, sells the product, lets them know, you know, how it works, what kind of ammo it takes, what all you can put on that particular rifle or pistols, forward scopes, red dots, and all that, different accessories for it.
Yeah, and we're trying to bring the reps in for the different archery products to that way we can demonstrate them. We can get here in the range and we shoot. Yes, by the way, we are in our archery range in here. This is where we are starting our podcast. This is episode 1. You'll have to excuse us. I'm trying to do the best I can in front of the boss right here. So we're working on it.
Yeah, we hope you got any questions, you feel free to call us, 662-594-8687, or get on our website at secondamendmentoutdoors.com. They can check us out there. There's a lot of...
We have our Facebook page, Second Amendment Outdoors. We're on Instagram, TikTok, and now on YouTube. So if there's anything you need, you could reach out through comments and reach out to any of us here.
Yeah.
It's mostly Mark. He's up at 5 a.m., 3 a.m., checking his phone to make sure that all of us are on point.
Y'all do a great job. I appreciate you.
We try.
Yeah.
So where do you see Second Amendment going in the next years?
Well, we're going to do this expansion back here in Corinth. We're working on a store. We've got a store at Counts, Tennessee.
That's 2AO by the lake?
Yeah, 2AO at the lake. And then we're going to do another one up there. It'll be a little larger. Where we're at now is only about 2,000 foot. This new one will be a 10,000 foot. So we're in the process of working on the deal with that. Hopefully start breaking ground this fall.
But at least we've now established a presence.
Yeah, more folks are finding out about us up there. It's just kind of a small fishing store, but it does have guns and some different ammo and hunting accessories up there as well.
But then some of the people don't have to travel all the way down to us.
Yeah, it's a little bit more, I guess, community friendly up there. They don't have to come down here. And they have something we have down here, we can take it up there as well for the customer if we don't have it up there.
And if any of you were wondering what we keep referring to 2AO. That's our logo. You'll see it on most of our hats, shirts. Mark's wearing it on his shirt.
Yeah, it's just a Second Amendment Outdoors, something kind of a short form.
Yep.
We come up with that Second Amendment Outdoors. It just takes a while to write it down where I can just write 2AO a little bit quicker.
We've been doing it in our archery hats now too, and it's just so we don't have like billboard style everything logoed out. It gives us like a smaller format. Doesn't take up your whole back window. you know,
And we probably got over 100 different style hats we've
Oh,
come
yeah.
up with, different designs, color schemes. Um, some of them have the rope on it. Some of them are the Richardson. There's different brands of them as well. Yeah. Worked out real good for us.
so Second Amendment is family owned, family operated.
Yeah, I've lived here all my life here in Corinth. Got 2 sons. They're part of the business.
Yep.
Very big part of the business.
They're also my bosses, just so you know. So,
Well, we don't really consider ourselves bosses or managers. I always consider myself as a janitor. You know, whatever it takes, you got to do.
Yeah.
You're not above anything. So
well,
I wouldn't ask nobody to do nothing I wouldn't do.
and I've noticed that with all of us here
Yeah.
that work here with it, we're all in the same boat. I mean,
Yeah.
some days, if archery's slow, I'm over working
Yeah.
with the guns and the ammo. I've had the guys from
Yeah.
the firearms come over and work at our counter to help
Yep.
move customers along when we're slammed right before bow season. And it shows with all of us working together. It also shows to the customer
That's right.
that we can all work together. And
Yeah,
help
we
them.
kind of learn.
Yeah.
Yep. You need to learn about everything. It's all about cross training.
Mm-hmm.
You never know when you need to pop over there and help somebody. So, new hires I get, I may keep them in guns one day, move them over the knives one day, over in fishing one day or a week. Just try cross train them, let them learn where things are in case somebody comes in asking for it.
Yeah, I came in mainly archery. A lot of firearms knowledge, but now
Yeah.
I've been up in fishing and apparel sometimes and helped out
Yeah.
up there. But it's also taught me a lot about it.
That's right.
And
Oh yeah,
it actually makes me want to go out and do a little more fishing, and and I don't mind it.
Buy another rod and reel.
Yeah, I've already done that, and I bought my wife one too.
That's great. Yeah, it's all about the outdoors. God gave us a lot of different terrain in this country. We're blessed to have mountains. We're blessed to be right here close to this Tuscumbia River. We get so many duck hunters coming from out of town that stop in here from 50, 60 miles away, dragging their boats all the way through here. So it's a good location, but it's great to just be out in the nature,
Oh, yeah.
Birds, snakes, deer, turkey, rabbits. We got it all. Yeah.
But that's a good thing down here. We don't discriminate. We're not just deer hunters. We're not just turkey hunters.
No.
We have everything for deer hunters, turkey hunters, bait and tackle.
We do, and a lot of trapping. Right now, if people don't like to turkey hunt or do like to turkey hunt, we got a lot of trapping supplies here as well.
Yeah. It's become very versatile.
Yeah. Yep.
So is there anything you can think of that you'd like to put out and let these people know what we got?
Yeah, just stay in touch with us as far as any kind of special promotions we got, because we gave a M2 Benelli away up there at the camp store last weekend.
Yep.
And all you had to do was just get on our Facebook page and share it to our X page. Now we're trying to start an X account because we can do more with that X account than we can with Facebook. So that's kind of where we're going, trying to get on the X account there.
And now we've started this podcast. It's a start.
Yeah.
This is episode 1. We've got a list of people that we're looking forward to bringing in, meeting and greeting and talking to you people, talking to them and passing that information on to you. A lot of the people are actually locals that are in, let's say, the outdoor industry.
Yeah.
And they're very supportive of us here at Second Amendment. We support our local outdoor industry people, and we want to...
Yeah, might have a game more known, tell about the Mississippi laws, any new laws come up, Also, if a sales rep comes in with, say Beretta or Winchester, let them talk, on this podcast as well, trying to teach them the different items that they carry right there,
And trust me, if he gives me a shout and says, hey, this guy should be on, that means, yes, he'll be on. That's what it means.
Yeah, we're going to put them on. Yeah, that'd be great. Teach the customer what they know.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, come on in. The only thing I will tell you, if you come into Second Amendment Outdoors, you are going to be asked about 9 times, can I help you?
Yeah. You let me know who the other 11 or 15 that didn't help you.
Because everybody's here to help you. They're going to get asked a whole bunch of times, and if anybody needs anything and
Just
they
let
come
us
out
know.
of here not getting it,
Yeah. Something.
something's wrong, because there's more than enough of us around that just
That's right.
love to help the customer.
Yep. That's right.
So,
Yeah, it's been great. Been going good.
all right. Well, thank you, Mark. I hope we did well on this first podcast. We'll just a small introduction to Second Amendment Outdoors. Next up, we're hoping to bring some people in and sit down, have good conversation about outdoors.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, it'd be great.
conservation. I mean, we have so many topics to cover.
Yeah, it's a broad area.
Yeah,
A lot of different areas.
we're definitely going to use a broad stroke on this, because we don't want to try and narrow it down to just one little niche, because we want to get everybody involved.
Right. Sounds great. That'd be great.
All right, Mark, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you, Kevin.
Absolutely.
Thank you, buddy.
And we'll give this a shot and see how it turns out.
All righty. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Check back next time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Come
Hunt
see
safe.
us. Come see us.